Boom.
Boom. That's how we drop that shit. Hard.
That's right.
Hard and hot and heavy.
Drop the beat like a drunk DJ.
I saw a meme this morning that was Eazy-E sitting in a Nintendo 64, and it said rolling down the street in my 6'4", and I have not been able to stop giggling, even though that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's a fucking AI slop with him sitting there in front of it.
It's terrible. It might actually be just a bad Photoshop. I think they just were like, you know what? I have a variety of, I have a little bit too much time on my hands, so let's just fucking do this.
No, that's all right.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's not too early to make fun of Eazy-E, right?
No, I mean, I don't think it's making fun of Eazy-E, and I don't think you can make fun of Eazy-E because, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
And he is.
And,
So, if you are listening and you hear this, I am playing a little hurt today.
Oh, man.
So the voice is a little bit different. I sound like Greg. I sound like Nasty today.
Uncle Nasty.
106.7 KBPI coming back out.
Yeah, that is a fucking serviceable Nasty right there.
It's not bad. I had a little voice off with him once.
You did, and he won.
He won.
He kept mistaking me. We'd run into each other at various shows. I think the last time I ran into him, like in this capacity, before he actually remembered who the hell I was I was at the Fillmore and some metal show, and he goes, "Oh yeah, you're the lead singer of Russia." I'm like, "No, Greg, I am not. I am not the lead singer of Russia," which is not. Never mind. Let's not talk about that. Anyway, that was a band here. We're fine. So what have you been up to? What's been going on? How's it? Besides, I'm sorry you're sick. Can I get you something?
Yeah, me too. It just
soup?
fucking blows. And I had to, I was reminded last night. I was like, am I sick? Do I have, just a cold? And then someone told me, have you tested for COVID last night?
Oh, no.
I was like, oh, shit. In the year of our Lord 2025, it didn't even dawn on me that I should do that.
Yeah.
I'm negative, negative.
That's good.
But I had to sleep in the studio last night, and I don't really have sleeping facilities. Actually, I do. I have this fold-out thing that I bought to be a bed.
Yeah.
That hurt my hip.
Oh, shit.
Fucking sucked. The couch is all fucked up. Yeah. It just sucked, and you're kind of sleeping half of the day.
Yeah.
And then, so by the time it was at night, I'm just
wide fucking awake,
an hour at a time, and waking up and trying to drink more water. And,
Yeah.
It just sucks. But I think like most men, I'm just a pussy and have a cold, and I feel like I'm dying.
Yeah. But I don't get. It's funny when I get sick. I don't feel like. I'm just furious. I am furious at whatever has invaded my body, and I'm just
so angry.
Fuck you. I've got shit to do.
And I want someone to blame.
Yeah.
Because I don't go out. I'm not doing things. I'm not around kids.
Yeah.
How? Who gave it to me?
Yeah.
We did. We have a monster card game on Saturday.
Yeah.
I blame her.
Or have.
The bitches came over to play cards, and I blame her. But it's not her fault. She's fine. I think everybody else is fine.
Yeah.
But so it sucks.
Yeah, man.
It just sucks because I don't know. My life is so over scheduled.
Yeah.
That any little hiccup. I mean, I can't imagine. I know for you it's a lot different. And when I used to play live, man, I would be pretty deep in the tequila right now. Just
clearing
fighting
it out
through it.
Yeah.
Just got to get another show in. Got to stack them on.
Yeah.
So at least I don't have to do that. I don't have any shows. I'm not really recording.
Yeah.
Other than this.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell you what, though, there is something to be said. I kind of love. There's been times when I have heard my voice on days when I've got let's say a mucus factory setting up shop in my entire body, and I go, I'm gonna try some shit. There's something to be said about like just having that version of your voice on something to see how it goes. I used to do this thing. It was back when the internet was first starting, or YouTube was first a thing you could. I started this thing called morning voice songs, which was these are all songs I can sing first thing in the morning, but not for the rest of the day because they're way the fuck down in the basement, and I'd had a pack of cigarettes the day before. And I don't know. It's I would be curious to see what a song would sound like for you today.
Yeah.
If you had the energy
and once
for it.
again, it's one of those things where, like, that's just for the recording, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you're never going to hit it again. Hopefully you don't sound like that later on.
Didn't we just talk about like a song that was recorded where somebody had whoever came into the studio was like sick that day and they got this really deep, like robust.
Oh, yeah.
I remember who it was, but
Well, and there's a story out of Sunset Sound where they used to call it for David Lee Roth a 5 and 5. So he was like, basically, you need a fifth and 5 cigarettes before you do the
wow.
song.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have the growl and the wow.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've got all of that right now. Like,
yeah. Yeah. Do you want to?
You're breaking me down.
There you go.
Ow.
That sounds
I've got all that shit
got
right
some
now.
cool emotion to it.
Never again.
Never. You know what we could do is we've been talking about doing ourselves a little country rock side project. Maybe today's the day to sing about your feelings.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, it's definitely a day to sing about.
Dude, I saw another.
I fucking can't stand this world right now. It's such bullshit.
There's some bullshit. There's some fuckery afoot. There's
when you hear that happening, by the way, in our little thing,
yeah.
I have my own little cough button here.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know.
I mean, I'm not worried about it. I know who you are.
I know, but just so you know.
I know you are. So you're telling me, like, hey, listen, fucker, when you were sneezing 2 weeks ago on the podcast, I could hear everything.
No, that's all right. I'm just a professional over
Yeah,
here.
and I'm a cunt.
Speaking
I know.
of which, welcome back to 2ShotsMusicPod. That is Stu Miller. I'm Michael St. James. Please subscribe on YouTube. This is Uncle Nasty. Give us 5 stars and leave a hilarious and dirty comment on Apple Podcasts.
Fantastic.
Follow us everywhere you follow everyone at 2ShotsMusicPod.
And Susie Wharton coming in with sports.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, shout out to Uncle Nasty and Susie Wharton.
Shout out.
And Matt
to the old
Need.
KBPI crew.
The old KBPI crew. All bros. Have you watched any of the stuff coming out of Coachella?
I watched Coachella.
Excellent.
And by the way, there's some, let's get to music biz bits.
Oh, look at that segue.
I think not enough has been said about how well produced that whole fucking thing is on YouTube.
Yeah.
It is the most
good.
amazingly produced live show I've ever seen
Yeah.
on YouTube. And to have multiple stages, each one of those stages, probably 20 camera rigs.
Yeah.
Full fucking, drone coverage. Like, it sucks when there's changeover because it's just quiet, but it's kind of like you're at the festival.
Yeah.
But, like, they do not get enough love for that. It's like, this is amazing that I can see this, like, live.
This is like the third year in a row we've talked about that, too. We talked about that when we first started this podcast, and we talked about it last year as well, about how fucking good the live show sounds. Like, whoever's mixing that shit, do they have like Dave Pensado somewhere in a basement just going,
They must.
Fucking A.
They must. He must be in like a locked room, just be like, I'll send it out to everyone right.
I'm running it through
But
a
I
Neve.
mean, they do all of those stages, and it's such like different dynamics of music.
Yeah.
And they do it right every fucking time.
Maybe they just have different engineers shuffling through. Okay, hip hop, go.
Yeah. It was a little less, now that it's over, 2025 Coachella's over. A few things for people to know about it. It was less attended than previous years.
Yeah.
Usually 250,000. I think they're probably going to hit 200,000 for the gate this year.
Yeah.
One of the big news stories that came out was 60% of all ticket sales were done buy now, pay later.
Like pay over time, like a
Yeah, so it's like basically you had to put $50 down to lock in the $600 price.
Yeah.
And then pay over the year.
Okay. $50 a month, yeah.
And like I want to be fair about it because we got into a big conversation with some of the people in a Facebook group about this, about how shitty that is.
Yeah.
That people are like doing rent-a-center shit with concerts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're not putting on a credit card. This is a separate kind of credit.
Yeah.
And my issue is that it's not that bad. $50 extra.
Yeah.
Is not that bad, including all the rest of the fees and all that kind of crap. But look, tech bros fuck this up all the time. That can't just be all they're doing, right?
Yeah.
They're getting your information. They're trying to sell you other shit.
Yeah.
There's going to be other offers that come now that the show's over. Be like, what do you think about Uber Eats for buy now, pay later?
Yeah.
Just start $10 here, $15 there. Now you're in a subscription. I don't know. It doesn't portend like for a good music economy.
Yeah.
When people have to put the shit on layaway.
Yeah.
When it's like a fucking joke, like, I'll put a little something on it.
Yeah.
And I'll come see Coachella next year.
Yeah.
But it's also, I was explained by a live broker that they said it's really no different than when you buy like a venue season pass.
Yeah.
And you'll see multiple bands over the year and you're just buying it for the whole year.
Yeah.
I was like, that's actually a good point.
Yeah.
Because you're seeing you can see all these bands or all these different acts.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad point.
Yeah. That we've got a venue in Colorado, in Denver, that we're both fans of. That we, I buy a pass every year because I just like, and it's not necessarily about going to see all the shows. It's about supporting the venue.
Yeah.
But I think Coachella is also less of a place to be seen as it was maybe a few years ago.
Maybe.
And
it's weird. This year was older.
Maybe
that's what I noticed.
Yeah.
I mean, look, there's hundreds of acts.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, the really big acts that made a difference this year was Lady Gaga, first of all.
Yeah.
Had probably the best set. I think everyone would probably agree with that.
Yeah.
Missy Elliott killed.
Dude, that Transformer thing was fucking cool as shit.
And I watched that live.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking Missy.
Yeah. Still pushing it. It's awesome. I love it.
Green Day being a headliner. Billy Joe playing with the Go-Go's.
Yeah, I saw that. That was cool.
That was pretty big.
Yeah.
Dead Mouse blackout drunk on one of his sets. Sorry, y'all, but Dead Mouse is an old guy.
Yeah.
He's fucking Gen X, I think.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he got a little too drunk with the helmet on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoops.
That's a whole lot to hold up on that tiny little scrawny
I
neck,
can't
too.
imagine getting fucked up with those head things on. That's all I could think about was like, I mean, it's one thing to perform a little woozy,
Yeah.
And it's another thing when you're like, okay, it's a big festival. I'm going to get fucking loaded. I got 35 minutes. I
Yeah.
can pull that off.
Yeah.
But then you put the big fucking helmet on and I'm like, oh, man. I'd probably be at the front of the stage just all blah.
Maybe he had a cold and he was just trying to push through.
Jesus. Yeah, he was deep into the tequila trying to get through it. When you're a DJ, if you got a cold, you got to get that tequila in so you can push the buttons.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys, don't make fun of DJs.
No, I'm not. We're not. I don't believe.
Speaking of drunks, Dave Grohl showed up. He returned alone.
Solo,
this is
yeah.
the interesting part.
Yeah.
Alone with the LA Philharmonic.
Yeah.
And it was an interesting choice.
Yeah.
He did Skies Are Neighborhood.
Love that
and
song, though.
Everlong.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was an interesting choice. I mean, there's a lot of orchestral arrangement in that.
Yeah.
So it makes sense if you're a musician.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd say it was. I loved him. That thing. I'm wondering because of course my brain goes to is the fact that he showed up solo.
Doesn't mean anything.
Fallout from other stuff that may have happened last year.
Well, now, I think it's weird that not only did he show up solo, but he didn't show up with Violet.
Yeah.
Or his wife.
Yeah.
Not the band or anybody.
Yeah.
It was just solo Dave Grohl.
Solo Grohl. Yeah.
And which is, I don't know what to make of it, but that's because the word I've gotten is that she chose to forgive him. They're staying together. Everything's, they're working through it.
Yeah.
There's not divorce papers written up. That was the last thing I heard.
All right.
So, I mean, that's a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
And the last thing I also heard was that I thought, I personally had my money that there was going to be a post-Nirvana
Yeah.
with Post Malone thing happening at Coachella.
Yeah.
Because Post Malone was there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But nope, didn't happen.
Wow. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well,
Because I thought that was what's going to happen is sort of let everybody else in the band sort of take a moment.
Yeah.
and he'll go out with Pat and Chris and post.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's happening now.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate because
That would have been
great.
where to launch it.
Yeah. Yeah. But I will say this. I did love his performance. I thought it was fun. I loved the orchestration. I thought it was whoever the kid was playing or the human playing drums on Everlong who fucking crushed it. I mean, that's not an easy song to play.
Yeah.
And I thought it sounded
looks
great.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
He looks like he's in tour shape. It didn't sound great, but he looks great.
Yeah. Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it.
I just hope both teams have fun. That's all.
I just hope everyone has a good time.
Has a good time, yeah.
Speaking of how we hope everyone has a good time, we always talk about Spotify here.
Yeah.
And I think Daniel X sold out $666 million worth of shares, cashed out of Spotify, because, look, the stock market is in trouble. The U.S. stock market. I don't know where y'all live, but we are fucking up the world over here. But we always talk about Spotify. Let's talk about Deezer out of France.
Okay.
18% or 20,000 tracks a day are being uploaded, which are fully AI generated.
Whoa.
That is double from January.
Wow.
Deezer has kind of said that they're open to it, that they're down for it.
Really?
Come on, bring it. Yeah. And so people are.
Yeah. Really? Yeah, let's
so
watch this.
It's just full of AI slop.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, a lot of those are probably more. Deezer is much more of a dance track oriented sort of streaming platform, especially because of France.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot easier to do AI generated shit there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Less vocals, less lyrics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, more droning for 6 minutes of the same goddamn beat. Sorry, no offense meant. No offense meant. Skrillex's new album is something else.
An absolute no.
It's crazy to me how Skrillex's new album, there's like, I think there's like 60 songs on it. It goes in this running order. It goes forever.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Skrillex fan, but I'm not really. I like Bangarang, okay?
Yeah.
That's the fact.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
I also like that it was a different. It was a push into something different. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's what's going on in music business news.
Oh God, we're so tired.
But Coachella, yeah, there you go.
Go Coachella. Yeah, it was. The catch up was interesting, and I enjoyed watching what I watched.
Oh, good. Did you watch? What was your favorite thing to watch?
Missy Elliott turned from a car into a person. And the drama from the Charlie XCX Trey Cool sash
Headliner shit?
Yeah, headliner shit was hilarious. And the fact that she like reposted it and just with the hashtag obsessed with him wearing it. It's like, I love it.
Well, and then Billy Joel wearing the hat of Brat.
Yeah.
And that was cool. It was like, I love that shit.
Yeah, I love that. It seemed really playful and fun. And dude, having done festivals like that and played in bands with, like at that kind of level, it is a fun fucking backstage air. You're back there and you're like, holy shit, I haven't seen you in fucking forever. I remember when the Foos came back from their hiatus. They played at a festival in California I was backstage with all of those guys, and Live had played, and Gavin DeGraw and Michael Franti and and Tom Petty played, and it was just like a giant bro fest of all these humans back there. It was really fun. So I like to see those pieces of those kind of antics, even though Deadmau5 was blackout drunk. I had a friend of mine that insisted that was Deadmau5 5 and not Deadmau5, and we were all like, really, dude? He's like, yeah, it's actually what he calls himself. It's like,
ask a teenager.
No, it's not. Yes. Okay, Grandpa, let's get you to bed.
Totally. I mean, it's a 5. You can't see that? I do see that. Never mind.
Let's just go lie down. That's fine. Did you take
all
your
right, I'm going to
Gerazol?
use my biggest deep voice I can here.
Okay.
It's time to turn you on.
Oh, I am dripping wet now.
I'm sorry. Do you need a towel?
I do. I need several.
That's so gross.
That's
Oh my God, you guys, this is so gross.
That's so gross. Oh my God.
All right, we listened to 2 new songs this week.
Yeah.
2 different songs, I should say. And one's new, one's older.
Yeah.
I will hit you with the brand new one from just a few days ago. This is from a guy I really like.
Yeah.
Andy Frasco and the U.N. Life is Easy. Mm-hmm. This is the new song that we want you to listen to. I can't believe I've never met Andy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he lives like seriously like 5 blocks away from me.
Yeah.
He doesn't, literally, he does not live very far away from me.
Yeah.
And we're in a lot of the same circles. Have you played with him?
I think I've done a couple of things with him.
Around?
Like bluegrass and, acoustic festival thingies. Yeah.
So this is just a rollicking, good time, positive message song, as you would expect from Andy Frasco.
Yeah.
Here's the line I really love. The TV says the bombs are going to fall. Everybody run for cover from it all. Then I walked outside, and the birds were singing songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like Andy Frasco music in a nutshell, in a stanza.
This is uncharacteristically positive song for us around these here parts.
I know.
It's
I know.
so good,
There's
though.
no cynicism at all here.
Yeah.
I just really wanted to like sort of highlight this song. And I think it's crazy because like I know he has a good team behind him.
Yeah.
And honestly, music is his other thing,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
his podcast, World Saving Podcast, is his really biggest thing.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
But he does 200 shows a year, all the time. He's toured forever.
That sounds tiring.
I know. I didn't know this. Did you know that that's what the UN is? Basically, the UN is like sort of a roving band. Like whoever wants to go on the road for the next run, you get to join the UN. There is no like sort of
sold
definitive band.
I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah. So call Stu up because he wants to go out and hold on. You're going to have to call Shaka Khan.
Call back.
That's right. That's right. You have to call Shaka Khan first.
Shaka Khan.
But anyway, Life is Easy from Andy Frasco and the UN. What did you think?
It's very sweet, but it also does have some pointed lyrics in it. He does have an opinion. It's not just not just like everything's great and beautiful. It's like there's a bunch of fucking shit going on, but outside the birds are singing and life is easy if you let it be, which I do love. And can we talk about Billy Strings on this one?
I was going to say, I got to mention Billy Strings, Steve Poltz, Daniel Donato, and Mike Gordon.
Yeah. The fucking playing
just
on
fucking
this.
murderer's row in their strings.
It's the playing on it is fucking stellar. I mean, it is
pretty amazing.
It's really, really great. And it is the song sounds exactly like you want it to. If you're listening to this type of music, it's warm, it's comfortable. It's like sitting in a big comfy couch made of hay. It's exactly what you want it to sound like. The voices sound great. The gang vocals are fucking great. It is a song you want to shout out of the top of your lungs out of the window of your car as you're driving along, 75 degrees outside with the windows down. It's fucking really sweet and really good, and it's fucking really well played too. It's really well performed.
I think the way to put it, and I think I saw this somewhere, it may have been Eric Alper that said it, but it's a witty protest anthem.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a really good way to put it. It's not like Pollyanna, everything's actually fine, don't worry about what's going on. It is actually a protest song, but in a witty way of like, but don't lose sight of all this other shit that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Andy Frasco kicking ass out there and doing well and, keeping it down for Denver. What up? 303.
Yep. There it is. There it is.
Andy Frasco and the UN. Life is easy.
It is very easy. Very easy if you let it be. That's what I've heard.
I can't even do it without doing his voice.
Yeah.
I can't even do it. I can't even come up with my own gravel voice like that.
Yeah. He's
because it moves right into my stripper club voice. Ladies, it's stage 1, Amber. All right.
Yeah.
Let's get to the old song.
The old song. This was one I listened to yesterday, and I sent to you, and I was like, I said that this is Michael McDonald. I keep forgetting. Right? That's all I'm going to say. I keep forgetting Michael McDonald. You have to sing it, and otherwise it's not worth your time. I did not hear this song before I heard Warren G.
Right.
I heard Regulate first before I heard this, and that's this sample has been used I don't know how many times, and I think it was you that pointed out to me. By the way, this song is smooth as fuck.
Yeah.
This song is smooth as fuck. It goes on. Our nieces are doing a yacht rock show, and they are playing this song in it. And one of the kids is a bass player, and she is like, "This shit's fucking hard." It's like,
that bass line is cool.
Bass line is cool as fuck too. It's dirty. There's a lot of space in it. They're doing some ancillary Michael McDonald stuff, some Doobie Brothers stuff, that kind of stuff as well. But this song is smooth as fuck, and it is just, you put it on, and you feel good. You are the one, and I did not know any of this, because I asked you, I was curious, how much money did he make from all of the times this song was sampled on various hip-hop tunes? And you said, well, it was originally credited as Michael McDonald and Ed Sanford, and he recorded this song with his sister Maureen McDonald. But it turns out that later... it was credited to Jerry Leiber and Mike Stoller, because they had a Chuck Jackson song in 1962 called I Keep Forgetting that was very similar in nature.
This is where we get into the word interpolation.
Fancy.
Which is a sexy word in music publishing for ripped it off a little.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I knew of that story. It's kind of a legend in music publishing.
Yeah.
Because in 1982, so this was first solo record off the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah.
Like, it was Michael McDonald coming out, Warner Brothers doing it. And so it's 1982. Like, there was not sampling in 1982, really. There wasn't really sampling until about 86, 87, and you started getting into more East Coast hip-hop. Yeah. Kind of pulling it out, and Rick Rubin and sort of that scene happening. And then it really wasn't even settled in the 90s about, like... In the early 90s about, like, this is a legal sample, we're going to call it that. It was just, like, groups going, okay, use it or don't. But, like, there was really no way for people to, like, sort of legally go... Okay, we're going to give you writer's credit. Yeah. But estates, when interpolation shit happens, and this is so funny because this is all I think Regulate was 91, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that?
Yeah. I'll Google that.
But like, you've got... I didn't know when this happened. I actually had to look it up. I thought the Leiber Stoller thing happened. And if you don't know who Leiber Stoller is, go look that up. They've written hundreds of great fucking songs. And the estates of Leiber Stoller are pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
I dealt with them once on a licensing project. They're one of those old school kind of New York, they may not be now, but used to be like sort of an old school New York publishing house. Yeah. Where it was always like, there's a lady that answers the phone. Oh, hi, honey. How are you? Yes. It's like, go ahead and send me over the paperwork. You can fax it to me. And it was like, fax it? Jesus, I don't know what that is. Fax it to 1985 or what? But as it turned out, it was they did it in 1982.
Holy shit!
The people heard it and they're like, "Yeah, that's pretty much you ripped off Chuck."
Yeah,
and they're like, and I guess to his credit, Michael McDonald was like, "Oh yeah, I think I kind of did."
Yeah, does intent matter in any of this stuff, or is it just basically?
Well, it matters when you get into actually copyright violations, so if there's damages and shit. But I mean, the way to always get rid of that is you give it up.
Yeah.
And so as long as they got writer's credit.
Yeah.
So as far as how much money Michael McDonald made on this, none for the sampling. However, it should be pointed out, Warner Brothers did make money on sampling out the master, which is Michael McDonald's.
Yeah.
So all of the music that's on there and this beautiful, smooth AM rock, what would become yacht rock, and it actually was used in the yacht rock thing.
Yeah.
then that sound is what is in Regulate.
Yeah.
So the publishing didn't happen that way, but the master did.
Yeah.
And actually, I should look up and see whether or not Warren G was on. I don't think that was on. So Warren G, that Regulate was 94.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
And I'm wondering if Warren G was on Warner.
That'd be interesting.
Because that would be mwah.
Yeah, I remember a weird case of this with Coldplay and Joe Satriani. Do you remember this thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where like Coldplay had a song. I don't remember what the name of the song was, but essentially the melody and key were very similar to a Joe Satriani guitar instrumental. And he won the case. Even though I doubt Coldplay was listening to Joe Satriani.
Well, but Joe Satriani was like one of the only guitarists to have charting music.
That's fair, yeah.
And that's when it becomes hard to fight that, where it's like, there's no way I could have heard that.
Yeah.
Really?
Not that song,
Did you
though.
watch MTV? Did you watch,
Yeah, but it wasn't a song that was one of his charting songs.
It wasn't like Always With You, Always With Me?
It wasn't. It was like some supernova something song. I'll look. How about we Google that shit? We do have the internet. It was an interesting thing because it wasn't a Satriani, so it wasn't Always With Me, Always With You, or any of the fancy ones off of that. Let's see here. Viva La Vida was released by Coldplay. 7 months later, Satriani filed a lawsuit against Coldplay for using substantial original portions of his song If I Could Fly, released in 2004, which is 4 years before Viva La Vida.
Yeah, no one's listening to Joe Satriani in 2004.
I understand. It's like I'm reading a book right now about this concept about ideas that visit people and how they can visit multiple people. It's a weird spiritual woo-woo book that is about everybody having a great time. I hope both teams enjoy the sport. And so like I find it interesting when things like when two people have the same idea and then go to court to fight each other over it.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's 7 notes.
The lawsuits was ultimately dismissed. The similarities between the two songs led to significant debate about plagiarism. Thank you, Google AI.
Yeah. Well, you don't know if that's true or not.
I've got a corroborating source down here as well.
If I search my other side, it's like, as it turns out, Coldplay lost for $4 billion.
Coldplay settled.
Fuck you, Google AI.
According to Entertainment Weekly, Coldplay settled.
They settled.
Yeah.
So does that mean they gave writers credit?
Let's go find out. To the internet.
Yeah, totally.
I'm always curious about this. It's riveting television for everybody.
Oh, it's listen.
Nobody's
while
fucking
we're looking
listening.
that out, I want you to know that Regulate from Warren G.
Yeah.
And it was the G-Funk era.
Yeah.
Really, that song, so it was on Def Jam Recordings, was on Violator Records through Def Jam.
Yeah.
So it wasn't through Warner. But really, where that song took off was on Above the Rim.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. Soundtracks, y'all.
Where it's at.
Soundtracks, y'all.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Okay, so what did you find there?
Hold on. Going to the internet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I go too quick?
You went too quick. According to this, he did not receive writer's credit.
Oh, really?
No. According to the internets, it is still, just the 4 dudes.
And on La Vida Loca?
Viva La Vida. No, La Vida Loca is Ricky Martin. that is a different song. That's fucking Desmond Child.
So cool.
I think Desmond Child was the writer on Viva Livin' La Vida Loca. Yeah,
that'd be so awesome.
Ricky Martin has co-write credit. Okay, so that answers that question. Anyway,
all right. So we've solved all the music business problems. There you go. There's your old song, Michael McDonald and a Story. I keep forgetting. Okay, forget.
There you go. Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe today's not the day for that for you.
No, it's fine. It's just like there's no way to play that song live in a rehearsal with someone. It was a cold black night.
Yes.
You know, like
yes. Yeah.
You can't do one without doing the other when you rehearse.
I agree.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's funny. There's so when somebody says "y'all know me," what's the first thing that comes into your brain? Still same old G, right? That's the first thing that still same old G. It just.
What, you think I sold them all?
Oh God, there's so many fucking great lines in that. But we're not here to talk. This is not Drakecast. Let's move on.
Because I've been in the bag with a pen and a pad trying to get this damn label off. All right.
Well done.
Sorry.
Sidebar.
Let's get to Sink of the Week.
It's Sinkapalooza. You want to do rock,
Stu,
paper,
what you got for that Sink of the Week?
Okay, so I am currently in the midst of a Kilmer Palooza, shall we say?
Kilmer Palooza.
Yeah, rest in peace, Val Kilmer. Rest in peace, Doc Holliday, Iceman. However many other brilliant characters that person brought to life. His Jim Morrison.
Whack.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so we're kind of going through a series of Kilmer films, introducing my child to the joy that is Top Secret, Real Genius, that kind of ilk.
Oh, good adult right there.
Thank you very much. Mostly they hold up. They mostly hold up. It's a fun adventure for everybody involved. But we recently watched from the 1900s, The Saint.
The Saint.
The remake of the 60s classic, television show about a thieving individual and his shenanigans, featuring Val Kilmer and Elizabeth Shue, shall we say.
She's a really good Shue.
She is she's still a very attractive lady. I mean, very attractive lady. If you watched The Boys in recent years, you've seen her of late. And Val Kilmer, also a delight, as Simon Temple or The Saint. Really, really fun. Still fun fucking movie. Some of the effects are a little, but it's it's still a fun movie. But the thing that got me was, this movie came out in an era where I fucking walked out of the theater when the credits started. There was no after credit scenes, right? In the 1900s. So I saw this movie in the theater and I walked out and fucking did it. So, and I hadn't really seen it since then. I, enjoyed that kind of, just a review. And it's like, this is fun. I'm still enjoying this. So, but on the end credits, we were listening and I was like, actually my person was like, it sounds like fucking Duran Duran. I don't know this song.
Really?
And so there was a Duran Duran song that neither one of us, being huge Duran Duran fans, had heard in a while.
Ooh.
And it's not on a Duran Duran movie. It was just for this soundtrack. And I think I didn't really get into any of the history of it, but because I just got it done in the last couple of days. But it was called "Out of My Mind" by Duran Duran. It was the writers on it were Nick Rhodes, Simon Le Bon, and Warren Cucurello, who is also a Zappa Missing Persons kind of vibe. He was in Duran Duran in that time. He's also in the video, because we also had to go listen to the song after that. But it didn't look like any of the other folks were involved in that one. It was just a 3-piece writing credit on that one, as far as I could see. I could be wrong,
Wow.
Michael. Fix me.
No.
So
you know this. You've got it.
But it's it was a really fun little we just were never heard it, and it's very much of that wedding album era, Duran Duran, pretty fucking dark, moody as fuck. Got the cool. I mean, the Kooks fucking guitar parts on it are dirtier than Andy Taylor's were, and that kind of stuff. It's really, 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 really fun stuff. Yep. 3 writers: Warren Cucurello, Simon John Le Bon, and Nick Rhodes. Not Nicholas Rhodes, by the way, as a writer. Nick Rhodes.
Nick. Yeah.
So
you don't want Nicholas involved in that.
Don't fuck. Yeah, that guy'll fuck.
Out of my mind.
Yeah. Really fun song. And totally they've been listening to a lot of 9 Inch Nails that week.
Well, what's interesting is that it says featured the 2 B-sides, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
2 B-sides. Sinner or Saint, written specifically for the movie.
Yeah.
And Silva Halo.
Huh.
Which was an album track from Medazzaland. Jesus Christ. Musicians, listen to me. Stop naming albums horribly.
Yeah.
Even Duran Duran does it. Medazzaland.
Yeah.
Medazzaland, What are you doing?
Yeah.
No, I think it is stand out. It does. It says it sucks.
Duran Duran does not care about your opinion.
I know. I would have lost that war.
Yeah. That's okay.
But again, you didn't know it happened. You're a fucking Duran Duran fan.
Yeah.
I didn't know it happened.
Yeah.
I was listening to him in 97.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Well, there you
You
go.
fucking knew. Oh, I got
you
a
got
supervisor
soup
for
on
you. George Acogny, Acogny, is a supervisor on that. He's got a very serious photo there. Yeah, he looks like he's a producer and composer and all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to go
good
down the
for
rabbit
him.
hole of that later because, yeah, he did a bunch of shit on like, a bunch of 90s movies. Did the Judge Dredd, Stallone thing, did The Saint, did Virtuosity, did Blood Diamond. Yeah. Anyway, cool stuff.
Virtuosity. Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Very nice one.
Thank
I
you.
love it.
Thank you very much.
Check that out. Hey, where did you get that movie? Did you go down to Blockbuster? And
Yeah, we went down to the
Rent it
Blockbuster.
for the evening?
I got myself
pick up some popcorn,
I got
some juju beans?
I got some, no, dude, fuck you, sugar babies, motherfucker.
All right. I am over there on the Paramount Plus.
Ooh,
Paramount Plus.
yeah,
There is a new show that everyone should watch.
excellent.
A lot of times I watch shit and I go, you don't need to watch it. I liked it, but you won't. This one, you will. It's called MobLand.
And shit, excellent.
MobLand on Paramount Plus.
Yeah,
It is basically about mob families in the UK. Huh, Michael's watching shit about the UK. How strange. The Harrigans are a family business and they're unraveling as the kids are out of control and they're trying to find new turf and fentanyl. What? So it's modern day UK. It is fucking bleak and gray London.
Yeah.
There are rich Brit kitchens.
excellent. Right up your alley.
Which I love. And it's a Guy Ritchie joint. And so Guy Ritchie is back.
Yeah.
In this, he's brought with him Pierce Brosnan, Tom Hardy,
Oh.
Helen Mirren. And the list goes on. As you see, if you watch anything from the UK, everybody else in it is a huge UK star.
Fantastic.
So you start with a James Bond, you start with a Helen Mirren, you start with a Tom Hardy, and it just gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
The title track is really interesting, and so I'm gonna hit you with the title track. I can't stop listening to it. Every episode, I do listen to the full title track,
Yeah.
and I fully think you should listen to it with closed captioning on.
Oh.
So you can get all the lyrics.
Wow.
It's from an Irish band called the Fontaines DC. Fontaines DC.
All right.
They were nominated last year for a Grammy for Best Alternative Music Performance
Excellent.
for this song called The Starburster.
Oh.
And it is a fucking killer song. It's so UK, it hurts. Aloud. It's so nasty and dirty, and it's about like sort of getting your business.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so fucking, it's gangster fucking London shit,
Nice.
but it's Irish.
Yeah.
And it's very Irish
Yeah.
too. And so I absolutely love it. It's the perfect song because it sets you into that mindset
Fantastic.
of and it's look, this has, if you like Guy Ritchie shit,
Yeah.
you must see MobLand.
Okay, I do.
You must, because it's music driven, it's tense driven, it's everything Guy Ritchie shit is. Half of it you can't understand.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Have the captions on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, Pierce Brosnan is as fucking Irish as they get.
Yeah.
And same thing with Helen Mirren. Helen Mirren's doing a really good accent in this.
Nice. Helen
Although
Mirren.
I think she might be doing a little bit more of a. I think she might be like crossing over a little bit here.
Helen Mirren's still hot, by the way.
She is. I think this whole show is actually about her.
Yeah.
Her name is Maeve in it. But anyway, yes, she is still fine as shit. Yeah. Helen, you can get it. Anyway, MobLand on Paramount Plus. Plus, the song is called Starburster from Fontaines, DC. The music soup is Zoe Ellen Bryant.
Fantastic.
And there you go. There are your syncs of the week.
I do love Guy Ritchie. I did not see the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare yet. That's on my list of things to see. I haven't. I'm in Kilmer-Palooza right now, but I will get to it. And shit's about to get busy.
He's in it. He's in it. There's a weird part where he's in it.
Excellent.
I'm kidding.
Excellent. Excellent. No. That'd be strange. Anyway, yeah. So, and I have. Doesn't he have another show on Netflix, The Gentleman, as well? Isn't that a Guy Ritchie joint as well?
Yeah, but it's weird because there's a movie and then there's a show.
Yeah.
And they're all the same, and I like both of them.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, I fucking love his shit. Going back to Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, baby. Come on now.
You like Diggs?
You like Diggs? That's Snatch. There you go. So Tom Hardy's doing his best Brad Pitt and Snatch impersonation.
A little bit. I mean, he is so fucking Tom Hardy in this. It's
Excellent.
hard to.
Excellent.
Like he is just like it is right, isn't it?
Fantastic.
Like you must have closed captioning on. I want to talk to some of my Brit friends and be like, you don't understand this either, right?
Him?
Like
Yeah.
this is the thing.
Yeah.
Like this isn't a language thing. This is just like it's mic'd so low.
Oh, interesting.
And it's on purpose.
I'm curious about that. That's been a trend. I noticed that, like watching The Saint, that I could hear I didn't need the captions on. I could hear every single word they were saying. And some of the new shows I've been watching on Netflix, Hulu, Paramount, and Prime, I was like, I have no fucking idea what they're saying half the time. And then the explosions are 9 times louder.
I was so excited to watch Wheel of Time. It's the next season of Wheel of Time.
Yeah.
It's great watching a black screen for 36 minutes. It's so fucking dark.
Oh, wow.
Hollywood, please, young people, stop watching dailies on a 29-foot screen.
Yeah.
Please watch them on a TV and fucking brighten it up.
Watch them in your phone out
Give
on the
me
patio.
some luffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're killing me.
Give me some luffs.
Sorry.
We'll explain that one later. Wait, this is a music podcast. We can't talk about luffs here. Anyway.
All right, everybody, let's get to last call. Hey. You got anybody to shout out this week?
That
was good.
There you go.
I'm going to shout out 2 people. One, shout out to the Earth. Happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day.
It's a shame that we're probably going to lose this planet because of stupid fucking rich people and selfish people, and I think it's sad. Don't you?
I do.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But we had a good run. The Earth won't go anywhere. The Earth's going to be fine. It's us.
It's us. We're the ones going to go somewhere. I agree with you there.
Yeah. That's going to be the problem. And the other person I want to shout out is Uncle Nasty. Thank you for letting me do your voice today.
That's a solid,
Bud. Yesterday in rock and roll news, Angus Young turned 42. Okay, so there you go.
So that voice was definitely 30 years ago, because if Angus Young turned 42.
Angus Young turned 42 in 1978. For that was about to rock.
All right. That's a wrap.
All right, that wraps it up for us. Hey, remember to subscribe and hit that bell on YouTube. It really does help the channel. Hey, follow us everywhere you follow people at 2ShotsMusicPod. That is the number 2ShotsMusicPod. And you can find us wherever you find podcasts, except for Deezer. Fuck Deezer. We're not on Deezer. This isn't an AI podcast. Fuck you, Deezer. Deezer, fuck off. Deezer.
I'm not real.
Fuck off.
I'm not.
Stu doesn't agree with that.
I'm
He
not
thinks
real.
Deezer is doing their best.
I'm not real. I just hope all streamers have a good time trying not to screw everybody out of there. Never mind.
Don't worry, they're all going.
They're all okay. It's fine.
Anyway, you guys have a fantastic week, and until we see you next time, write a great song. I love you. Good. Bye.
Oh, wait, you're supposed to take the low one. I'm supposed to take the high one.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye.